Hello, sorry for the delay. We're going to bring everyone up to speed on the latest of what's going on here at the Indian Lake Estates. I'll just give you some information, and then I'll pass it on to some of the leadership folks that we have behind us. But we have 8 people currently in the shelters, and we really want to encourage folks to go to the shelters. This scene will be closed off. The Indian Lake Estates will have that mandatory evacuation overnight. We will reassess the situation tomorrow. As you know, as the day heats up, the fire will probably regenerate and get larger, and we have to make sure we have enough daylight to look around the area and figure out if it's safe for people to go home. So overnight, Indian Lake Estates will have an evacuation order. There is a Red Cross shelter open over at the First Presbyterian Church over in Lake Wales, and so that's where we're encouraging folks to go if they have no other place to stay. I'll turn it over to the county manager, Mr. Freeman, at this time.
Our crews, along with our municipal partners, Polk County Fire Rescue, Sheriff's Office, other law enforcement, working together. We've made progress on the fire, but it's still active. We will reassess tomorrow at noon as to the evacuation order based on conditions then, and we'll continue to fight the fire overnight. We expect to have red flag warning tomorrow, low humidity, and conditions that would be conducive to additional fires. So we will monitor it again tomorrow to see what actions would be appropriate at that time.
We have a lot of resources out here from various fire departments, as Mr. Freeman said. We're investigating suspicious fires, and we need the public's help. That anybody that saw anything, anybody that know anything, anybody that know the suspect or persons involved, we need them to call 1-800-342-5869. Again, 1-800-342-5869. And the caller may remain anonymous, and there is an award, a reward up to $5,000. Again, we need the public help to find out who is responsible for these fires. Thank you.
Can you say this is arson now?
We're investigating, and obviously it's suspicious. And if anybody has any information, we need them to come forward.
Suspicious.
Good evening, Kavika Bailey, Florida Forest Service. The fire is about 600 acres in size, started on the east side of Indian Lake Estates, and with the eastern wind spread to the northwest. We have 13 tractors on scene currently, 7 of our brush trucks, and we have some supervisors on scene. We had a helicopter earlier. Helicopters released earlier in the day. We have made good progress. The head of the fire has been knocked down. We have half of our tractors working that head, making sure it doesn't escape. But we're making excellent progress with the nighttime dispersion dropping, and the RH is rising, and the winds also decreasing. We're going to make some good progress tonight. South side of the fire, also good lines. The rear of the fire, we also have good lines there. Our area of concern right there is right now is the north, and we have half of our tractors working on the north side of the fire.
Can you say how contained it is? How much containment at this point?
At this time, we don't have a good containment, so I can't answer that at this point.
How many tractors did you say you had out there?
Captain Quinnivan with the Florida Highway Patrol. Just like to echo what's already been said here. We're here to support our fellow agencies, law enforcement and fire. Please do honor the evacuation order. This is a serious situation, and there is the potential for injury from that. So please do honor what's been in place. And if you do have information on this, do come forward, because this puts everyone's property and personal health and life at risk. We do not have any road closures currently along State Road 60 or 630 in the area. We are just simply preventing ingress into this area for the obvious reasons of fighting and containing this fire.
Good evening, folks. Thank you all for coming out to inform the community of this critical emergency we have. Our hearts break because we see homes surrounded by fire that's raging 150 feet in the air. I flew it in the air and I saw it on the ground, and it is a horrific event. Our partners are doing the firefighting. State investigators are doing the investigation. We're here for one reason, and that's to look out for and secure the property of those who have left, and to encourage those that are in the fire's way to leave. If you wait until the fire is on your house to leave, it can be a very bad day for you. For those in the community, don't try to come here and look. We don't need you here. We don't want you here. And the last thing you want to do is arrive in your car and leave in our car. So please stay away while the firefighters do their job. We're here totally for a support role and to ensure that the people's property is safe while they are away. Okay, thank you very much.
Sheriff Joe, what do you want to say to people who are setting these fires?
We're investigating, when I speak we, the state firefighters are working the fire. They have state arson investigators that are investigating these suspicious fires. But at the end of the day, we're here in a support role for not only the firefighters that are on the ground tonight, but we're also here to support any state resources that they may need in the investigation. It is their investigation at this point. We're not investigating the fire, but we will support and are supporting anything they need from us.
Sheriff, if it's determined that this is arson, it's going to be a bad day for someone in Polk County.
You know, the fact that anyone would put lives and property at risk through a fire is a horrible event. But I can assure you of this. There will be a complete and thorough investigation by the state. We will support them. And if someone is setting these fires, we will find out who they are, and we will put them in jail. That's a promise.